Hey everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino, back again on this, I'm not going to say it, Monday, July 2nd, 2018. It really was this. Okay, so no secret, an incredibly volatile day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average at one point was down nearly 200 points, about 190. It did finish higher by about 35 points, but it's not, again, stop looking at the market. I'm just bringing this up here, but if you noticed what happened, you knew how this day was going to end, sincerely, and I hope you capitalized on it. I certainly did. I had a really good day today. Now, how did we know what was going to happen with this market? Well, if you watched the video that I did earlier today, I explained to you, and the wording I used was bleeding. I said the bond market was bleeding. We had a sell-off in bonds big time. Then bonds started to bottom out. And if you were just watching this on my website, it's right there for you, right side of the page, bond market chart. You saw where it bottomed out. Soon as bonds stopped selling off, everything just kind of turned around. Now look, in a real market, you know this. Cash comes out of one place, goes into somewhere else. In other words, you get the risk on and risk off. Risk off meaning cash goes into the bond market, leaving stocks. Risk on, this is a normal market. Risk on, cash comes out of the bond market, goes into the stock market, but not now. The distortions are so great that when the bonds sell off, it pulls stocks down with it. When bonds rally or stabilize, stocks rally. This dynamic has been in play for a very, very long time. Years now. But it's not normal. You have to understand that. This dynamic is not normal. We should not be seeing a rally here in the bond market and a rally in the stock market at the same time. But what this environment is creating is an environment of risk. In other words, they're making sure those rates stay suppressed so cash has nowhere else to go but into the stock market, and that's what propped up stocks today. This is why I've been explaining to you for the longest time, actually since the election of Donald Trump, where I came out here publicly saying that it was a game changer, markets were going to go higher. Well, that's what they've done ever since that day, truthfully. But look, we know it's not real and we know it's fake. We witnessed another absolute rigging, in my view, with regard to the metals markets today, paper contracts being dumped onto the market like this, forcing the price of silver down. It finished down about 1.6%. Gold fell under pressure. I'm not surprised about that. Neither should you be. This is the way it is for now. Let them do what they want to do. Again, they're going to play their game. We're going to play our game. That is simply bet against the debt, become your own central bank. This is it. Period. The end. You know that. So look, I really feel, again, that this market will end the week higher. Like I said on Saturday when I did my new little program, the week looking ahead here. And today was, again, a classic example. If the market were going to sell off, it had an excuse to do so today. Didn't do it. Why? They propped up that bond market. And this is what they're going to continue to do for as far as the eye can see. Forget about rates normalizing. They're not going to. The Federal Reserve can jerk around, literally. I just had this vision of all the Federal Reserve presidents, chairperson in a big circle jerk in the hallways of the Federal Reserve, because that's really what they're doing. It's a big circle jerk. Just envision what I just said. And again, they can play with the short end of that curve by rigging the federal funds rate, doing these incremental changes, but they cannot do anything meaningful to the long end of the curve. This is where we are going to get an inversion. Did you watch CNBC today with regard to yield curve inversions? They were talking about it a lot earlier. Then all of a sudden they had to shut their mouths. I guess they were told to stop talking about a possible yield curve inversion. I want to give Guy Adami a little credit here. He's a CNBC trader, one of the guys I happen to respect on that show. Anyway, so we know where this is all going. It's just so simple. And as long as the circle jerk keeps going on, which it will, they're going to keep circle jerking all around the place. It'll probably end up outside in front of the Federal Reserve at one point, but for now they're behind closed doors, you know. So, wow, that's a crazy thought. All right, anyway, with that said, we will reconvene in this spot in the morning, and it will be very lovely.